Welcome, Captain Matt, Boater's Secret Weapon, and today we're doing a comparison, Sea-Doo versus Yamaha, the two most popular jet ski wave runner brands that are out there. Let's take a look first at what compares to what from Sea-Doo to Yamaha. So you've got the Rec Lite version, the Spark and the Spark's Tricks, and the EX series with the wave runner on Yamaha side. BRP's got their GTI SE on the Rec side. And then on the Yamaha Wave Runner side, we've got the VX. They've got several different models, which all of these models are going to be upgraded options and different engine sizes, whether it's just a regular, higher horsepower, high output, supercharged, whatever it is. Then we move to the touring and luxury, a little bit bigger, more comfortable for cruising. The GTX, the GTX Limited, and the FX. You've got the HO and the SVHO. Which is going to be an engine upgrade and some options upgrade as well. You can look at the prices as well. When you move to performance, so again, a bigger ski, but with more horsepower, bigger engines, the GTR and the RX version. And on the Yamaha side, we got the GP, the HO, and the SVHO, again, the supercharged version of those skis. You can look at the pricing as well. The tow sports, so this is where they do things a little bit different. On the Sea-Doo side, they build out the boat and they option it up for the activity. On the Yamaha side, they just allow you to accessorize whichever model is the right one for you. So you want the big horsepower, the bigger ski, great. You put the tow sports things on, the tow sports items on there. The one thing that Sea-Doo has that Yamaha does not is they've got a cool water sports mode. When you're towing water sports on a ski, you've got to sort of ease into the throttle and then hold that throttle there. Maybe you can use the cruise control. But with Sea-Doo, they've actually allow you to program an acceleration from 0 to whatever your top speed is and either jump right on it or slowly ease into it if you're pulling a kid or something on a wakeboard, something that you don't need to go very fast. You want to ease them up and not yank the rope right out of their hands. The same thing on the fishing. You've got the fish options on the Sea-Doo, and you can add virtually the same options, but you would just do that on any of the Yamaha versions. The Adventure. Now, this is one where I think there is a difference, and there's really not a comparable to Yamaha, and that's in the Explorer category that Sea-Doo has. For those, hey, I'm getting out, I'm going on long cruises, and I want a little bit more stability for that type of ride, windshields, things like that. And then on the Yamaha side, they've got the Super Jet, which is an actual old school stand-up jet ski, and the Jet Blaster, which is for tricks. Kind of comparable, I would say, to the Tricks on the Spark Tricks. They're just designed to be a little bit more have fun out there, do some more tricks, do some more crazy things on your ski. Engine differences. Sea-Doo has the Rotax engine that they built. They put in all of their ATVs, UTVs. It's used in airplanes. It's used all sorts of different power plants. And the Rotax motor is the brand that they put in those on the BRP side. On Yamaha side, they're using the same engines that they're using in the Yamaha jet boats. The Yamaha engines, they say this is their marketing #1 marine engine brand in the world because they're putting their jet boat engines as well as all their outboards in one category and say, hey, we're dominant. It's a different engine. The jet ski engine is different than what they're running in their outboards. Similar to Rotax, the airplane engine is different. Similar technology, but different. Warranty, 1 year. You get 1 year on both of them. Hey, listen, they know how these things are run, and it's pretty embarrassing, really, the marine warranties on engines that they put out there. They're worried about lack of maintenance. They're worried about improper usage from people that don't know what they're doing and having a bunch of warranty claims. But it's pretty sad in my opinion. I'll do a video on things I don't like about the marine industry. So how do they stack up? Well, this is sort of my take on it, and I'm not going to go model by model. There's some great channels out there. Watercraft Journal being one that's really good. There is another one that's a couple Australian guys that do a great job of comparing back and forth. There's some dealers that offer both brands, and they do some good comparisons. I'll tell you that the one I run is a Yamaha Wave Runner. It is the biggest, the baddest, supercharged, and I love it. It's a fun ride. My daughters really love it. But Yamaha gets it on reliability and stability. It kind of a push, depending on the model, depending on exactly what you're comparing. There's one's going to win in different categories. Innovation, Sea-Doo. Speed and acceleration, Sea-Doo. The braking system that Sea-Doo has, Yamaha just doesn't have it. They've got reverse, so you can stop, but it's not that two-phase, all right, we're going to stop, and then we're going to reverse. It's all in one. Simplicity. Now, when I say simplicity, they've got Bluetooth, and they've got talk to Bluetooth, so you can send a text and an email. They've got, it's simplicity in the fact that they don't have all these other gadgets and gizmos with that Sea-Doo innovates. Sea-Doo kind of comes up with the idea, and then Yamaha says, okay, we'll put speakers on we'll put a microphone on the unit. But they're a lot simpler overall from my experience. Customization, I think they're very equal. They all have all sorts of accessories. I like the Sea-Doo Links system, where if you're going to attach a cooler or the activity platform or the ski pylon on the Wake version, those are things that are on the Links system. They make it real easy to pop on, pop off, where Yamaha, they can still attach things, but it's not everything's compatible with each other's system. And then Sea-Doo wins, in my opinion, in saltwater with their closed cooling system on their engines versus the Wave Runner. The Yamaha's got a fresh water cooled, so they're pulling from the source to cool. Fine in freshwater. Freshwater, not a big deal. In saltwater, you pull that salt in through the engine, and now you've got to flush that out, because that salt can be very corrosive and very damaging. So Sea-Doo wins there. So I think it's, hey, listen, am I a reliability, and I just want ease of use, and I know every time I go out there, I want it to fire up. I want to go have some fun. I'm going to cruise out on it. Or am I really into the gadgets and the speed and the acceleration? Or am I in saltwater? Then Sea-Doo wins. The reality is, if you throw Kawasaki into the mix, Kawasaki wins if you are serious about speed, even to the point of racing, then Kawasaki wins. But let's look at what the numbers actually look like. So this is market share. See, this is 22 and 23, the most recent data I have access to. Sea-Doo, 67% in 23, 55% in 22. Yamaha, 39% in 22, 28% in 23. And then Kawasaki's jet ski, the brand jet ski, that's just the way I refer to them, is 5-6%. So why is there a little bit of difference? Well, some of it is supply chain issues through the pandemic, but Sea-Doo is going to be the market share leader. Yamaha's right behind. Kawasaki is way behind, because Kawasaki, like I said, they are that speed, that racing, the really getting after it, where Sea-Doo and Yamaha are going after that pleasure market. And with the Spark and with the EX, they're getting that value buyer. Says, hey, I don't want to spend 20 grand on a ski, but I'll spend 10, 12 grand. And they do really well there. So you can also, I thought this was interesting, is just the time of year that thing. So very much an in-season purchase. You've got March, April with boat show time, it kind of raises up. May, June, July, they're selling. After August, they drop off. Why do I share this? Because if you're looking to buy a personal watercraft, hey, it's a great time to do it in that off season, especially this year. It's almost the end of July, the 21st as I record this. We're heading into the back end of the season. There's a lot of inventory. The sales dropped off considerably. Traffic dropped off. So maybe a great time to pick up some rebates from the manufacturers and a good discount over the next several months. If you found this valuable, give it a thumbs up, make a comment, ask a question, and let me know if you've got one. What do you have? What do you like about it? And would you recommend it for others? Remember, life truly is better on the water.